and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So originally this video was an unboxing, but I already unboxed it and realized that my video was not good. I had cat playing in the background. I had just all the noise of paper, and it wasn't going well, and I felt like you guys deserved a better video. So I'm going to refilm it. So these are pretty much still live reactions. My box did come super duper damaged, but luckily it did not affect any of my books. I know that was an issue with some other people that I've been watching with their Boxing Day sale unboxings. I just feel like with the Boxing Day, they just kind of got into a boxing fight and the box lost, but the books stayed good. So I'm going to show you my 17 books that I got from Book Outlet this month for the Boxing Day sale. I tend to order from Book Outlet at least once a year. And this year I really tried to hold myself accountable to only buying books that I was really excited about, except one kind of stuck in here. But I'll talk more about that when I get to that one. I got all of these books for, it's not saying, I want to say like $67 or something like that. And yeah, it doesn't say it on my invoice, which doesn't make any sense because that's what an invoice is for. But I paid like $60 or something, $67 for 17 books, so that's not a bad deal. I just know that I'm normally guilty and I fall into the trap of, ooh, that book's pretty, so I really try to stick to what book do I really, really want to read and get it. So the first book is the book that I told you about that I got kind of by accident, and that is The Wanderers by Meg Howry. There's another book that came out in 2019 called The Wanderers, I believe. It was on like everybody's top books of the year, and I kept seeing it and I was like, oh, that looks so amazing. And I saw this and I was like, oh, there it is, The Wanderers, and I bought it. This is not it. This is not it. There's another author who wrote The Wanderers, and this is a different Wanderers. But this book still sounds like fun. I think it's about somebody who ends up in space. In the age of the space exploration, we search to find ourselves. I have no idea, but it's pretty. If you know anything about it, if you've read it, please let me know down below, because I feel so silly that I bought this thinking it was something else, but hopefully it's still good. Then I got Young Jane Young by Gabrielle Zevin. I actually read a book by Gabrielle Zevin like a very long time ago. It was like about a girl who had amnesia. It was a YA novel, and I believe that this is more of an adult novel. Yeah, it was called Memoirs of a Teenage Amnesiac is the one that I read by her, and I actually really liked that one. I've since unhauled it just because I've grown out of that one, but I did really like it. But this is about a girl, and I believe she's working for like a congressman or something like that, and they either start an affair or he hits on her, and then it basically turns on her completely. Or like something catches up to her. I don't remember, but I remember it being talked about everywhere, and it sounded really good, and because I liked Gabrielle Zevin in the past, I thought that this one would be a fun read. Then it's funny, this book has been everywhere on Book Outlet, not Book Outlet, Book of the Month, because they re-released it with a new title and a new cover, and I feel like a lot of people don't actually realize that this is a new cover. I'm just trying to find it. They're selling it as Truth Be Told, and it has been going out of stock left and right every month since they started offering it as an extra book. But it's basically this book, so if you have this book, don't get tricked. This book is Are You Sleeping by Kathleen Barber, and like I said, they're selling it now with a white cover and a girl with flowers. But basically, this is the exact same book. I heard about this from Geraldine. I believe her channel is Geraldine Talks. I'm going to leave her link down below. I believe she got this, and it made me really want to read it. It's a thriller novel, so I don't know 100% too much about it, and that's fine because I like to go into my thriller novels that way. But it has to do with podcasts, and you're going to notice that I have another book about podcasts too, so I really enjoy that as an element. So I wasn't a huge fan of Sadie, but I did really enjoy 6 Stories by Matt Wazalowski, which I found out was actually a series, so I'm planning on continuing on with that series at some point soon. But this one has to do with the podcast, so I thought that this would be a lot of fun to pick up. And I got it without having to worry about, is it going to be sold out or not on Book of the Month. So, yes. Then I got All the Beautiful Lies by Peter Swanson. This one somehow passed me by. I've read 3 other Peter Swanson books, and for some reason I never got to this one. And I saw somebody reading this recently, and I totally was like, I forgot about that book. How did that come out when I didn't read it? So when I saw it on Book Outlet, I was like, this is my chance, and it's a beautiful hardcover, and I'm excited to have this one on my shelf. Then, like I said, podcasts, I got I Know You Know by Gilly McMillan. I had been putting this off because I have another one by her on my shelf right now called Odd Child Out, because I read What She Knew, and then that was the sequel, and I never read it yet. I haven't read it yet, and so I was like, you can't buy this one, so I put it off, but then when I saw it on there, I was like, you know, I'm gonna get it. I almost traded somebody for this on Facebook, and then their dog ate it, so I didn't get it. So when I saw it on Book Outlet, I was like, maybe it's a sign I need to get it. And now this is my 3rd book by her, and not a single copy matches each other. So that's fun. But again, it has to do with podcasts. 2 murders years apart that are somehow linked together. Then I got The Family Next Door by Sally Hepworth. I read The Mother-in-Law this past year, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I wanted to give Sally Hepworth another shot. Of course, they're not going to match because that one's hardcover and this one's paperback, but I will just get over it. So this one is a family kind of drama. It says, for lovers of Big Little Lies, that you will love this one. So obviously I love Big Little Lies, so I wanted to give this one a shot, and I'm here for it. So yes. Then this book actually goes with another one, so let me find it. So I grabbed 2 Denise Hunter books, which I totally forgot, and I thought I only grabbed 1. This is book 1, Mending Places, and this is book 2, Saving Grace, and they are beautiful. If you didn't know, I'm obsessed with Denise Hunter. This is mostly her, and that is all her, so love her books. I can't remember if there's more books to this series or if it's just these 2, but I was like, sign me up. I need more on my shelf. So I grabbed these. They are Christian fiction romances, is my guess, because that's what all of her books are, but I'm so excited. Then a book that I never thought I'd have on my shelf ever, and that is All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. I read Verity last year, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to give her books more of a chance. So now I have this one. I have Regretting You, and I think I have one more up there. The History of Us. Does that make sense? No, that's not it. It Ends With Us. I was close. So I've got 3 books on my shelf now by her, so I need to kind of catch up. And another author that I never thought I'd have on my shelf, and now I have 3 because I have The Honeymooners, and now I have 2 more Christina Lauren books, and I haven't read a single Christina Lauren book, so I better like them. So I have my favorite Half Night Stand by Christina Lauren. All I know about this one is it's about a girl who is best friends with this like group, and she ends up having a one-night stand with one of them, and I guess they have to like keep it a secret from the rest of the group, and I think they like also like kind of meet at a dating website too, or I don't remember, something bizarre. But I heard it's really funny, so I'm hoping it's good. And then Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I don't know anything about this one, but it was there, so I grabbed it. I'm going to have to learn how to get these Target stickers off, because these ones are on, like, very good, so I have to figure out how to get those off. Then this book is a book that I've been wanting to read for a very long time. I think I wanted to even read it before it came out, and it came out, like, a very long time ago. Or maybe not. It came out in 2017. That feels like a long time ago. And that is 10 Dead Comedians by Fred Van Lent, or Lente. This book is basically an And Then There Were None retelling, except with comedians. It says 10 stand-ups, 9 murders, and 1 solution. And look how fun this cover is, guys. I love this cover. It just looks like it's going to be a whole ton of fun. There's like a map inside. It's so gorgeous. I really like this book. I hope that I like the inside as much as I like the idea of it. because like I said, I don't think I've heard the best of reviews. Look at that spine. This book is just gorgeous, and I'm glad that I finally gave in and got this one. Then this one's kind of funny for me to own, and that is The Dinner List by Rebecca Searle. I used to own The Dinner List as a book of the month choice, and then I learned how to trade, and I got rid of it, and then I instantly regretted it because she's coming out with In 5 Years this year, which I have already an arc of, so, because I traded with somebody for it, and I instantly made me regret the fact that I got rid of this. So when I saw it on Book Outlet, I was like, I need you back. So I ended up getting it back. They had the hardcover too, but I figured because my In 5 Years is a paperback arc, I was like, at least they could match possibly close-ish. So I grabbed that. And then I grabbed The Goodbye Cafe by Maria Stewart. This is the third and final book in the Hudson Sisters series. I read The Last Chance Matinee, which is book 1, and I own the second book, which is The Sweet House Blues, I think. This is a series that follows the Sugar House Blues. Did I say that? This follows a bunch of sisters, and they didn't realize that they were all sisters. I believe 2 of them knew they were sisters, and then there's one that they didn't know about. Their father passes away, which kind of unveils, hey, by the way, you have another sister that I never told you about. Whoops. And their job is to renovate this old theater, and that's the only way that they can make the money is if they volunteer to work together for like the next year to renovate this theater. So there's some romance, but there's also a lot of family growth and development in here. So I really liked the first book, and I own the second book, so I thought I might as well grab the third one while I still could. Then I grabbed The Fifth Letter by Nicola Moriarty. I believe that this is Leanne Moriarty's sister. If I'm wrong, please correct me. It's something that I've thought this whole time. So if I'm wrong, please let me know. I've been wanting to read her books for a while. Like, I've got a whole bunch of them on my wish list, in my head and on my actual wish list. And so when I saw this one on there, I recognized it, and I was like, you know what, maybe now's my chance to try her, because I've been wanting to try her book, The X, which I haven't really found a good way to purchase it yet. So when I saw this one, I was like, here's my shot. And it says 4 friends, 5 letters, and 1 big secret. So it sounds like it could be a good one. Then I picked up Jar of Hearts by Jennifer Hillier. She has a new book that is coming out this year in 2020, and I felt like in order to read that book, I should probably read her backlist title first. So this is Jar of Hearts. I've seen numerous, and when I say numerous people giving this book super high praise. Shelby loves it. I want to say Kendra loves it. Lisa from Lisa Books and Smiles, when she was here, she loved it. I've seen so many people rave about this book, so I definitely wanted to give this one a chance before her newest book comes out. And then book 17, the last book in this book haul, is The Girls at 17 Swan Street by Yara Sahib, would be my guess. This book, again, I've seen a lot on BookTube, and this follows a woman who I believe has anorexia, and she is trying to recover from that. I think her husband is finally getting her some help, so just like watching him try to support her through this horrible disease, I thought that it would be a very enlightening read, and I wanted to give it a try. So those are the books that I got from Book Outlet from their Boxing Day sale. This is not including all the books that I got for January. That is going to be in a separate haul. I just figured I would showcase Book Outlet by themselves because there were so many, and this was already in me a long video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys really, really soon. Bye, everybody.